Welcome back to Take the L podcast. This is your host, Zeek and the Wise Amigro. Wise Amigro, talk to him.
Tell Ray to put the eyeliner, the lipstick, and the high heels away. I'm not saying he's a cross-dresser. That's just what I heard.
Ray who?
It just says Ray.
Where's that quote from?
That's what gets a little gushy about. That's from Shannon Sharp.
Oh.
Does that mean that's Ray Lewis?
No, it can't be. Cross-dressing Ray Ruth? I don't know, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah. I'm going to be thinking about that one later.
Yeah. I'm going to have to find some pictures of Ray Lewis somewhere. I hope it ain't him. You my boy, Ray.
Like that picture I sent you the other day or last night. All right, so let's go with the first. This seems like to be a favorite for us.
Okay.
We've been bashing Baker for like weeks. And then we moved on to Mason Rudolph. Mm-hmm. And now Mason Rudolph's own coach.
He must be listening in.
Gave him a little shot.
Mm-hmm. Little shot. Not even a little one. He kind of just let him know.
For anybody who doesn't know, they had a little press conference, and they were talking to Tomlin, who usually won't say anything.
No, Tomlin's very Bill Belichick-esque about anything football-related.
Right. Usually won't give you anything. He'll usually say something to the effect, hey, we're just focusing on next week, or we got to get the win, or something like that.
Something simple.
Way more aggressive than Bill Belichick. Kind of says stuff to make you think he's saying something, but he's literally not saying nothing.
Yeah.
He said something this week.
He said, he let everybody in that room know.
When Tomlin was asked about Duck Hodges being the starter this week, they said, do you think that he's a better quarterback than Mason Rudolph? And what did he say?
He ain't been killing us.
He ain't been killing us. Obvious shot at Mason Rudolph.
Bro, I can't even imagine Mason Rudolph wanting to come in the fucking building and look at everybody knowing that that's what was said about him. That's not saying, like, you could take that as, like, oh, he's just saying that, you know, Hodges is, he's treating us nice. But you also have to look at it from the fact that we had to bench a guy that was killing us.
Right.
There was a motherfucker in there that was destroying our team, and we got him out of there.
Quarterback speak is going to be, hey, we want to see what Devlin Hodges has.
Yeah.
That's what they would say. We want to see what Devlin Hodges has.
And it's crazy because they're in the playoff run. They're in a wild card spot right now. So it's not like they're giving up on the season. Yeah. So you can't even say, like, at this point, we just want to see what we got.
Yeah.
At this point, we're just testing the waters because we don't know what's up with Ben. You have to, you pretty much like, bruh, Mason ain't it.
You can still say Mason ain't it and maybe say, I think that Duck Hodges gives us the best position moving forward.
Yeah, you could get real politically.
But to be like, why did you put him in? I mean, he ain't the one killing us here.
You been seeing Mason? That's what he should have said. You done seen a quarterback play here recently? That was bad.
Like, bro,
that's very not Tomlin, though.
Not Tomlin at all. That just lets you know how.
That means how bad it is. Yeah, I would think that players too must have been like, bruh.
Oh, 100%.
You gotta help us
because Hodges came in for a little bit. I want to say like half a game or something, maybe even a full game. Yeah, it was a full game after old boy got slept in the air.
Yeah.
So Hodges comes in for a full game and he plays okay.
Yeah, he almost actually gives them a chance to win.
Yeah, and then so the players know this.
Yeah.
But they're supporting their boy Mason, so Mason comes back and it's like, okay, all right, cool. Play the game. And Mason actually had, I want to say, out of the 4 or 5 games, no, he started this whole season outside of one game.
Yeah,
2 games. Out of this whole season, I want to say he's had 2 good games.
He's played decent.
Yeah, he's had 2 good games, but he's regressed back to what he was when he first started.
He's not a starting quarterback.
And it's like, bro, this dude likes throwing picks.
Mm-hmm. He likes being knocked the fuck out.
He likes getting knocked the fuck out. So they like, yo, we gotta get him out of here. This dude is at this point he's controversial too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Did he say the N word? Did he not say the N word? We don't know.
I actually saw somebody on Twitter put a little conspiracy theory out there. They said if you were wondering if he said the N word, this right here confirms it. The fact that Tomlin came out there and threw him under the bus, even though he's never thrown anybody under the bus before.
You know, I saw something else about that. Not to beat the dead horse of Mason Rudolph getting hit in the head with a helmet, but a big issue was like, well, why did he wait a week? What took him so long? Come to find out, Myles Garrett apparently told the team directly after the game, he called me the N-word. So he didn't wait long at all, which makes you think if he said it right after the game and gave reasoning for it, maybe, I mean, obviously we'll never fucking know, but maybe there was a reason behind it.
Yeah. It's just tough. Like I said, we'll never know.
It's hard because there's no audio.
Right.
But why is there no audio?
There's
always audio.
They threw that audio in the trash, bro. Because they don't want nothing that, like, bro, it's already a brawl out here. This already looks bad enough. Like, throw this audio in the trash. Because now that's something else that you gotta referee that now.
Yeah.
Now you gotta say, all right, now when we start suspending people and we know this dude called an N-word, now we gotta start saying, well, do we suspend him over him saying the N-word? And then is a one-game suspension N-word
you
worthy?
You have to do something crazy because you got to think that 75-80% of your employees are African-Americans.
It's almost like a no-win situation there. All right, cool, we're going to suspend him for one game for saying the N-word. Oh, we're going to suspend the other guy that retaliated for it for a season.
Yeah.
That's not enough. And so, so I think the NFL is
they were like, bro,
chop that tape up. Ain't no tape. What tape? We saw the microphones on the field. Hey, that shit didn't have no goddamn tape.
Microphones. They out here assassinate motherfuckers over this tape.
Yeah, that shit wild.
Yeah,
super wild.
But yeah, Duck is your team now.
Duck's your team, man. I hope he succeeds, man. He looks like a spunky guy out there. I like their play style.
He looks good.
Speaking of another guy, I like his play style.
Who's this?
He took over America for a little bit before he kind of came back to earth. Was Gardner Minshew?
The mustache.
Gardner Minshew, man.
I like his play.
Huh?
I like his play. He looks. I mean, he brings that almost like what you would expect Baker Mayfield to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's exactly what I thought Baker Mayfield was before Baker Mayfield showed us what he was.
Yeah.
So
that's actually a very
like when I watch Gardner Minshew, I'm like, this motherfucker's good, bro.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of ball security issues, but I feel like he's a really good quarterback, and he probably should be starting on that team.
Yeah, I'm thinking. This is not to say that Foles is trash. I actually believe in Foles. But I think that Foles is a lot like a Tom Brady type quarterback. Not the pedigree or anything, but he's the type of guy that you have to protect him. If you protect him, he can go throw some darts. If he's got to move, he's got to do some crazy stuff, it's not going to work out in his favor. Right now, that's what made Gardner Minshew so good for the Jaguars, is that every time you watched him throw the ball, he was ducking under somebody, running out the pocket.
Yeah, he's got a real good escapability.
For a dude that's like not down the field running athlete.
Exactly.
Oh, in the pocket, he's a wizard.
He's very hard to tackle. Yeah, very hard to tackle. I definitely like him.
So I think that type of quarterback just works out better with like an O-line with deficiencies. Foles is just not his. It's not his type of team.
It's not his thing.
It's not his type of team right now. So I think that Foles could be a starter. I think that Minshew could be a starter. But if you're looking for the guy that is going to get the Jags some wins right now,
I think you got to go with Minshew.
You got to go with Minshew, man.
I'm not sure. I can't remember what the contract looked like for Foles. I don't know if they paid him big money to come down there.
I don't think it was anything crazy, but it was enough to where you're going to start him over some 6th-round guy if you think it's close.
And I feel like at this point, maybe not this year, but next year you might be like, bruh, Minshew's our guy. We made a mistake. We paid too much.
Yeah.
But we got a guy.
I feel like you almost can't lose. You know what? There's some history there. I know the offensive coordinator was with Foles in Philadelphia, so there's that. So that guy's already tied to Foles.
Yeah.
You give Foles a shot, which you already did. Maybe you want to give him a couple more shots so he can lose some more games.
He's got the rest of the season, yeah.
No, I don't even want to do that. Because the thing is, the defense is good enough to where they can – I mean, they've been getting blown the fuck out recently. Yeah. But the defense has shown at times to be good enough to slow people down. And then you put Minshew in there, and now instead of scoring 16 points, you could score 30.
I just don't want him to waste – I don't want him to waste Leonard Fournette on bad quarterback play.
Right.
I mean, because you don't have a running back that's a scat back. You got a running back that's taking hits.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste that shit on Nick Foles.
Yeah,
I mean, as good or bad as Nick Foles may be, I would rather have Gardner Minshew in front of him instead of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you gave Foles enough opportunity. You know he's good. It's not taking anything away from Foles, but he's just not for the situation. Put back in Minshew, ride it out with that guy.
And I mean, there's quarterback needy teams out there that may bite the bullet on taking his contract.
Oh, you could definitely flip him.
Yeah,
100%.
So,
I mean, they were the team that felt that they had the defense built and the running game built. So let's pay him. Yeah. So it's another team out there like that.
So I feel like they can flip that contract. Maybe get some more stock for the draft or whatever because they got Jalen Ramsey's stock already.
Yeah.
And then they can just build even more. So I feel like
you build around a young dude too.
If you give Minshew the reins, you're like, bro, this is your team now. You got Leonard Fournette back there. You got a decent defense. You really aren't asking for much.
Yeah.
You're just in the draft like, ooh, what do we really want?
Yeah.
A receiver, maybe?
I'm thinking a receiver that's straight.
Other than Chark.
Yeah, so they got some dynamic guys at receiver. They need to shore up that O-line.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to shore it up run and pass blocking wise. Because remember, there were some weird games for Leonard Fournette where he was 22 carries for 60 yards, but he gained 69 yards on one play.
If they spend one of the first-round picks on a lineman, that'd be smart.
Right, something like that.
Not pretty, but functional.
Yeah, and that's what they need right now, especially if you got all the other players.
I'm with it.
So, yeah, put Minshew back in there. Flip Foles.
Grow the mustache back.
Grow the mustache back. All right, so other news. Actually, it's not even news. It's just speculation, man.
Speculation.
Roman, the offensive coordinator.
Greg Roman,
offensive coordinator for Baltimore.
What about
who is doing just such a bang-up job, man. This dude has Lamar playing MVP level.
Yes.
He's done this before with Kaepernick.
Okay.
He's also had Tyrod Taylor play and look decent and also get money.
Okay.
Like, this dude has a niche. He makes scrambling quarterbacks look very good.
Yeah, he does.
And the way that we just talked about this last podcast, we predicted that the league is going to start going this way.
Yes.
So if the league starts going this way, like, this guy's got to be a head coach next year, right?
Possibly. But you'd have to be able to you'd assume every coach wants to be a head coach.
Yeah.
You assume that. But you have to assume that the Ravens are not going to offer him too much to be like, you know what, I got to stay here. Because they can sell something to him like, bro, we can give you more money. We can do this for you. We can do this for you. Let's say they go on and win the Super Bowl this year. If they win...
And I feel like if they win, there's no way you can keep Greg Roman.
If they win, there's no way you keep him.
Yeah, there's no way you can, yeah.
If you lose, however, or if you you can make it there and lose. You can get cut short. He's staying in that building.
And you try to sell him on unfinished business.
Yeah, we got unfinished business here. Let's go back and get it. And then we're completely fine with you. If you want to go on and search for something else, go on and do it.
Yeah.
But I think if they win the Super Bowl, it's going to be impossible to keep him there.
Yeah, there's no way. And it's looking like, I mean, unless somebody just pulls a rabbit out of their hat right now, it's looking like y'all have no shot not to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens with the 49ers. Maybe we're getting too hyperbolic. But, I mean, it's looking like y'all got it now.
It's almost looking how the Ravens were, or how the Chiefs were just beating people like it was in college.
Yeah.
That's almost how it feels when you watch the Ravens. You're like, okay.
But I don't think it is, though, because when the Chiefs were beating the doors off people, you still saw, like, man, that defense.
Yeah.
But you just believe in Mahomes, like, oh, he's throwing 50 touchdowns. You can't beat that.
That's true.
With y'all, it's like, you want to beat them defense, you want to beat them offense, you can't. You can't do either.
That's true.
You know? So I think it's different. I think the closest comparison I could think of is Peyton Manning with the Broncos, where Peyton Manning, for the first time, had a real legit defense. And then he's also throwing the ball to, like, Decker and Thomas.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, shit, I don't think you can stop this. And you got to find that one team that could possibly just have something for them, which they did. They ran up against, I think, the Patriots that year.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah.
We'll have to see. Yeah, but we'll see. If they win, then it's going to be looking pretty rough at keeping my mans there.
All right. So not to keep bringing up Jalen Hurts, but this is the connection I see.
Okay.
If I'm an owner, what I want to do is I want to take that defensive end out of Ohio. I want to get him first. I feel like there's no team in the NFL that could say, oh, we don't need a defensive end. You could always use another defensive end. So if you're owner of a team, let's say like next year we say Dallas gets rid of their head coach.
Okay.
And Atlanta gets rid of their head coach.
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants get rid of their head coach. The Jags, Cleveland, and the Redskins. Let's say those are the teams that are looking for a head coach, and that's where Greg Roman would fit. You use your first pick to get the defensive end out of Ohio.
But you have to be a top team to get that. So
yeah, these teams are going to be top
three.
All right, so like right now, let's say the Redskins.
Maybe the Bengals.
Well, yeah, the Bengals are not going to fire their coach. At least I hope they don't.
Okay, so you got the worst teams right now: the Bengals, Miami, and the Redskins.
Yeah,
and I don't want the Miami to relieve their coach. I don't want the Bengals to.
And they're not.
So the Redskins and who else?
Redskins probably have the best chance at that pick. Well, actually, the Giants only won 2 games.
Okay, so Redskins, Giants.
But you're not replacing the quarterback in New York. So let's go. Let's theoretically say we're playing with the Redskins. I feel like Haskins.
I got the Skins because obviously we're not sold on Haskins. He's a piece of shit apparently.
Yep. So now you're saying